Hello, it's Nicole again. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today is October 27th. I am 7 days away from my gastric bypass surgery. And today I started on my, they call it a liver shrinking diet. Now remember, every plan is different. So the things that I am allowed during my liver shrinking diet might not be the same things that you hear, or that maybe if you're going through this experience that you might, get a different plan. But under my plan, let's say, for example, for breakfast, I would have a protein shake. The protein requirement or the protein shake requirements are that they are 200 calories or less than 5 grams of sugar, and 15 grams of protein or more. And other than that, that is the requirements on the protein drinks. So breakfast, protein drink. And then I do lunch. And again, for lunch, I could do a protein drink. And then I can do either a small piece of fruit, they say the size of a tennis ball, or 2 cups of vegetables, raw or cooked. But I can't have any, they call it non-starchy vegetables. Oh no, that I do have non-starchy vegetables. So no potatoes, no corn, no beans, those kinds of things. And I can't have any sauce. So when I had lunch today and I had some rice cauliflower, I just added a little bit of seasoning to it, and it was actually pretty good. And then if I wanted a snack at that point, I could do, let's see, it says 6 ounces of yogurt, under 100 calories. I can do a half a cup of cottage cheese, or 2 ounces of lean protein. So when I did have a snack today, I had the yogurt. I had one left in my refrigerator and I wanted to get rid of it. And then for dinner, I would do 4 ounces of lean protein, and then 2 cups of vegetables, kind of like the snack earlier, or with my lunch. And then if I wanted a snack in the evening, I could do 2 more cups of vegetables, and then as much water as I wanted. So I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm not hungry, which I'm a little surprised by. But, I think part of it's just in my head. Like I've been getting ready for this for a while. I also had to stop taking my vitamins. Actually, I was supposed to start taking them 2 weeks ago, and I really stopped taking them probably about 3 days ago. So I've taken them a little bit longer than I was supposed to, but, fingers crossed that's not an issue. And I also had to quit. I was taking phentermine for a while. Through this process of, getting through all the tests and getting the clearance and the okay and everything, they put me on phentermine to kind of help with appetite suppressant. So that was kind of neat to be able to do that. And I've been able to see some weight loss through taking that. So that was a good experience for me. And then, I don't know if I mentioned this in any other videos that I did, that I also had to quit taking my hormones. I'm in menopause, and so I was taking hormones, and I had to quit taking those at the end of September. And I will tell you, I don't know if it's the lack of hormones or if it's the, nearness of the surgery, but I have been an emotional wreck. I've cried every day the last 3 or 4 days, and I was wondering, gosh, am I getting sick? Am I, just scared? What is it? And a friend of mine said it's probably all of the above, right? And I'm not scared of the surgery, but I think it's like, all of these things that I've been feeling through, or all of these things I've been working on through this process has kept me really busy. And the surgery was this thing way out there in the future. And now it's here. And I'd say for probably the last, I don't know, at least the last week, I have just been an emotional roller coaster, and I've been crying a lot and not able to sleep much, just really all over the place. And I'm not having second thoughts about this. I'm not having reservations about it. For me, I'm quite comfortable in my decision of having the surgery. And I'm not afraid of dying. I did put my affairs in order just in case, because I didn't want to leave a hot mess for my family. And I wrote out some medical directives because I also didn't want my family to have to make any medical decisions for me in the event that something goes wrong. And so, like, I'm not afraid of the surgery. I'm not afraid of dying, but I read all these posts on the Facebook support group I'm on, and I could read 100 posts from 100 different people that have had the surgery, and half of them have terrible stories and half of them have wonderful stories. And I guess there's that sense of, where am I going to fall in that group? Am I going to have a terrible experience and complication after complication after complication, or am I going to, be dancing down the hall 3 days after my surgery? And I think that's the part that I struggle with, is that unknown. And that's really where I'm at right now, is the unknown. But I've got 7 days, and then I'll know. My surgery's at 7:30 in the morning, and I have to be there at 5:30. And I talked with the surgeon's nurse last week, and she ran down all the things that I should expect, and preparation and those kinds of things. And one of the things I didn't realize is that I have to shower the day before the surgery, but I have to use an antibacterial soap, and I have to clean myself or dry myself off with a, freshly clean towel, like it can't have been used before, and then put on clean clothes before I go to bed. And then the morning of my surgery, I have to do the same thing again. And so, I didn't know that. I didn't know to expect that. And then, I've got a drink I'm supposed to drink. It's to help prepare you for the surgery, I guess. It's a high carbohydrate drink. And so I've got to drink it the night before, and then the morning of, I need to drink another of those drinks. And I have to finish it by 5:30 when I get to the hospital, but I have to start drinking it no earlier than 4:30. You're supposed to stop eating 10 hours before your surgery. So, which means if my surgery's at 7:30, I gotta, quit eating at 9:30 the night before. And I have all these timers. I have, one of the Alexa apps, and so I've got a timer for everything to remind myself, stop eating in 30 minutes. And, I was supposed to weigh myself this morning before I started my liver shrinking diet, and I have to weigh myself before I go to the hospital because I want to know how much I lost in, using the liver shrinking diet. And, I thought I was really prepared. Like, I thought I had, because I have this calendar mapped out for everything, but there are these little things that fall through the cracks that, I didn't know, or I didn't remember, or whatever. And so that's kind of what I've been spending the last couple of days doing, is making sure I'm not missing anything, and that I'm prepared for, this full week of my liver shrinking diet. And I'm going out of town this weekend with some girlfriends, and I'm going to be on my liver shrinking diet, which means I've got, a very restrictive diet. And honestly, there's a part of me that doesn't want to go. But I have to be able to live my life after the surgery, right? Like, I have to know how to do the food stuff and being around people and being around food that maybe isn't a part of my plan any longer. And I might as well start practicing that today, right? And so that's what I'm practicing, is being around other people that are going to eat differently than me and being able to be okay with that, because it's really not about the food, it's about the people, and it's about the experience with the people. And so I'm going to practice on that. Sorry for the background noise. My dog is drinking water right beneath me, so that's that slurping sound. Here we go. 7 days. I'll post a video or record a video the morning of my surgery, and then who knows when I'll be able to post after that. But I really appreciate, again, you watching my video. I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified of any new videos. And gosh, leave a comment, please. Tell me what you think of it, good, bad, or indifferent. Leave a comment and let me know what you think, because I'd like to know that it's having something, you know, that you're getting something out of it, or that you're not and you hate it. Just leave me a comment or two and let me know what you think. I will talk with you soon. Thanks again for checking in.